Hi, everybody. Hello. Good afternoon to everybody. I'll be starting in just a moment. Waiting to see if folks come on. It's about 4 o'clock my time. I don't know where I'm reaching you or what time it is where you are, but it's a beautiful rainy day. I am loving it. Okay. There we go. If you see this, could you please share it out? There is going. Oh, there will be some quantum energy healing. I'm going to pull some cards, chat with people if they come on. Hope everybody's doing well. It's going to be 60 degrees here tomorrow. Pretty excited about that. I think my toes are going to warm up finally. This is an odd time to have this pop up. I know a lot of people are still at work or busy in the afternoon, so I'm just going to get the work out there. And whenever you come on, it's a perfect time to use the energy. So as I said, I'll be pulling cards, be showing you the cards that I pulled for the collective, for everybody here today. If you see this at another time tonight or another day, it's all still worthwhile to take the energy in. So I'll be using my card deck, The Art of Your Energy. There it is, The Art of Your Energy. You can find that on my website, marybeckman.com. Let's see here. So tomorrow, let's see, let me get my schedule out because there's quite a few things to talk about really quickly. Let me see here. On Thursday the 12th, we have Maggie and I on Hands of Light, but we'll be doing it right here. So we're going to be celebrating our 5-year anniversary for Hands of Light, and that is our group of prayers, and healers that send out energy to just about anybody. So if you're interested in coming on to Hands of Light, it is a Arizona scene through the window. So if you go and find us, we will let you in. There's moderators there and myself. I'm there. I'll let you in. If you need help, you just put yourself up there and we help you. And we have, I think, 1,400 people, and we love to do what we do. And we're going to be giving out really super fast energetic healing on that day because when she and I come together, it seems to really get out there quickly. And we're just saying thank you because it's been a good 5 years and we're appreciative that people are still around. There's Becca. How you doing? If you could share this out, Becca, I would really be happy if you would. It doesn't really matter. There's not very many people on quite yet because I know that eventually it'll go through the different channels and some folks will get helped. Because today, I was out in the public. I went to the Goodwill, one of my favorite places, and I went to the store and I went to the post office and definitely saw a little bit of mixed up energy, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Just want to remind you that Diana will be here with me on this page also on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and she'll be talking about the things that you can do to help yourself during the holiday. There's Jessica, and she'll have, pardon me, lots of things to give to you to get yourself through those holidays and even through the big ones. No matter what you celebrate, she's got stuff you can do to feel better. So she calls it self-care during the holidays. I think that's a great way to put it. So I have a class on January 11th. I'm just getting this stuff out of the way while I wait for people to come on. My class on January 11th next year, Art 1, 2, and 3. It's 7 hours of learning how to use the codes. So I'm telling people that you have to be there. You have to be there. You can't really be watching that later, except I am going to let one person, because she's a long-time meditator, work together for a million years. That's fine. You kind of need to be. But that is 7 hours of coding. And so you will know both books full of codes on that day. There's Diana herself right there. We're just talking about you. So if you are interested in that class, go to my website, marybeckman.com. This Sunday's class is called The Deep Peace of Winter Solstice. And I've been excited to hear about what people felt from last Sunday's class, and people have been doing it a couple times. There's a lot of info in that. If you're interested in that same thing, go to my website. So we had 3 days of pretty active Schumann resonance. We all felt it for that 3-day period. We'd have a ton of sun flare stuff, but that 3 days just kind of sent us up. Then we had an X. So you guys may feel a little funky today because the X would have hit today, because I think it was Sunday, Monday, today Tuesday, I think it's Tuesday. So today would have been the 3rd day. So you might feel a little dizzy, maybe headachy, maybe just really tired. Don't worry, you just want to drink your water and do your best to ground. So January aligns with November. So if you remember how you felt in November, you might have a little bit of that in January. It's going to be the same vibe. So what we want to do is remember and learn from December, which is going to feel pretty darn good as we get close to 12/12 and beyond into the solstice. And a week later too, we'll have that grace energy that comes in the Christ light. So we want to really feel into that, because there's going to be some big changes and nice peace coming. And we want to remember that and learn, so that when January comes around, you'll say, oh, I remember this. I lived through this. I thrived through this in November. And I have new tools, new tips. I know what to do, and you're going to skate right through it. You're going to skate through it. So I believe next year is going to be a fabulous year. And that's what I'm looking forward to. And so I'm not thinking about anything else other than being excited about it being a brand new year here pretty quick. Let me see. I don't know. The way I put it in the class is I said December as a juicy caramel center that I'm going to suck out of it. Because I remember the last, I don't know, I can't even remember how many years, when you get to solstice, you are feeling good. If you're not pushing yourself, trying to, get everybody the perfect gift, or do so much that you can't rest yourself. So remember, built into this month of December, there is that grace energy. Grace energy. Hi, Harmony. Okay. All right. Let me see here. We want to let our own hearts tell us the news of the day. That's what my guide said so clearly, my tree guide. Let your heart tell you the news of the day. And I thought that's just perfect. I don't want to hear news in any other way. But through my heart, I want to hear it when I go out on my grid and take a look around. So today, 11:30 Eastern, the world was in a backward spin. The collective, you guys and my collective, which is what I read, everybody, big collective around me. And if you're coming in, you are probably in there somewhere. There was trauma coming up for people today. Now it's 4:08 Eastern. Collective is about a 3. So my goal is to get you really big, feeling good by the end of this little live. I like to call it a freeb, because it's just kind of fun to put out some energy healing and to talk a little bit about what has come up from the class last week. Spirit gave me some time off, just kind of said, shut up. And so I did, and new stuff came in, which is what I always experience. You sit down and be quiet, you're going to get your new stuff, you're going to feel pretty good. So somebody asked me the other day, a couple people, what do I do cruising into the new year? It kind of just depends on what is going on with you. If you are feeling pretty good and you feel like you took in what you learned in November, you're beginning to cruise in December, all you got to do is ski right into the new year. sit down on that toboggan and whoosh. That's all you got to do. If you're not feeling so good, there's some things that you could do. So let's listen to what the cards said when I pulled them a moment ago. One of the things I'm doing right now is getting ready for my class on the 11th of January. There's a lot to do that's a brand new, even though I've taught this quite a few times, it's a brand new class. And Spirit said, make sure you do a little on it every day until January 11th because there's so much to it. So I took my card deck and I laid it out. There's 111 in there. And I laid it, I did the 10s and the 20s and the 30s and the 40s all the way up to 111. And just touching all of them, there's a lot of energy. It was feeling good to me. And I found every card, I looked at it and I began to work with each individual card again. They're all in me, which they'll be in you if you take if you take that class. But what I'm getting at there is that as I was laying it out, I was feeling each individual one. So today I thought, well, do I mix them all up to just put out some cards for everybody? I thought, heck yeah, it only took me 10 minutes to go find them, right? So I thought, heck yeah, let's just mess them all up again. Lay them out a couple times, right? Today I did, which I did, except for deck 1, or book 1 through 33. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the cards that came out for everybody from the rest of the deck, and then we're going to look at 1 to 33 in book 1, because that's all the basis of the whole thing. That's where the Reiki codes are in there. And it's a lot of power in there. So we're going to read you with the newer stuff, which comes up every time I read somebody, for sure. The newer stuff does. But I'm going to go back to basics today when we work together for the next little bit. So that's what I know. So hang with me there and you make sure. Okay, so what I'm picking up on people is humiliated, resentful, angry, and anxious, if that makes any sense. Humiliated, resentful, angry, and anxious. You can let me know if you're feeling any of that. So the early morning, I picked out a card, 127, Earth's Progress, which I'm going to give you in a second, and 129, Heart of the Sea. Those are ground and relax codes. So really, all you really need to do at this point, ground and relax. Just relax, take that toboggan down the hill into the new year. Seriously, quiet, some quiet time. Does that make sense to you at all? Anybody? I'm also going to look at my phone. Sometimes I can see it easier there. Well, there's Val. Hi, Val. Nice to see y'all. Okay, so let's just go ahead and close our eyes and let me go ahead and clear you. And then if you want to ask me a question, it's Mercury retrograde, so watch it. Okay, so go ahead, please, and close your eyes. Take your hands and feet apart. Together we call in the sun disk energy in action. Just go ahead and imagine you're standing on a big old ruby. Standing on a ruby, far as you can see. And all around you is every color in the rainbow. Go ahead and ground any way you know how to do. Make like a tree and ground. Don't forget your heart, your feet, your hands, your root chakra. Now just think about releasing all of those colors that are around you. Back up to the sky and just see red. Red, red, red. So that is Archangel Uriel's color. Imagine another layer under that ruby, and it's quartz, smoky quartz. It's going to help you ground, clear, do what you need to do. We're going to call in nature, earth, air, fire, and water to hold your corners. And for art of your energy, we're calling in the golden columns of light, the stargate, the violet flame, and the blue light column. I did that today at the Goodwill. Yes, I did. Cleared myself. We call in our highest, easiest timeline. Just see the spiral above you, the mother spiral, as we're just going to throw stuff up there. It's a good way to release it. We call in Source, Creator, God, our highest and future self, our aspects and ancestors, our I am presence, the beings of light that work with you. Say out loud, I call myself into unity, body, mind, spirit, and emotion. Clearing you with code 106. That's clearing lower energies. Everybody gets that code. Okay, thanks. Don't open your eyes. And if you just come on, close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. I'm going to give you the abundance activation overlay because it's a great opener and it feels really good. Just going to release those codes to you. Number 34, abundance. 35, power path. 36, masculine and feminine balance. 37, heart mind. 38, prosperity. Number 9, source of fear release. Number 11, release the past in this moment. Number 12, freedom I am. And allow the overlay to come in. I'm going to bring that in. Very good. Very good. Now remember, you were like a 3 or a 4. You're like a slow 9, slow 8, 9. So that's really good. So everybody take that key. Everybody's got a key. Unlock your right foot. Take that bracelet off your ankle. You are free. Let it go. We're going to clear with 106 one more time. Setting up some purging there. Don't be afraid of it. Just let it out. Easy. Easy squeezy. I'm going to clear anything back to source that is not for you. Clearing back to source, my command, your free will. Now, we're going to find out what's happening here. Do they need number 3? Number 4. These are just overlays. Number 5. It's my own work. Number 6. Number 7. You need 1 chakra cleared. Is that correcto? Now remember what we're doing without opening your eyes. What we are doing now is we are clearing for a baseline. A baseline, whatever you're going through today. So if you were with me for a reading, you might have more chakras we would work on. If we were doing a different day, it'd be a different chakra. Okay, so let's find out. Is it Earth Star, root, sacral, solar plex, navel, heart, high heart, number 110, DNA 3. Can I get the hand up? So that is it on that. Now, keep your eyes closed. We're going to look at some emotions. Remember, we told you what the emotions were. Just have to find it on my piece of paper. Okay, clearing humiliated, resentful, angry, and anxious, sending it back to north, south, east, west, 0-point field, all lifetimes, timelines, form structures, families, universes, patterns, and programming, and so it is. Okay, now let me read it. Okay, so a lot of what you guys were feeling, if you were feeling anything, because sometimes, maybe you don't know it until it's gone. You are much lighter now and much more grounded and much more, I just call it solid. It's when your body, mind, spirit, and emotions all go, what, and you clear out. Okay, do they need anything else? Nope. Do they need something from here? From here? From here? Is it 1 to 10? 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. So I've been clearing agitated out of the bones for weeks, clearing agitated, north, south, east, west, all the rest. For agitation, okay, do they need 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, that one, this one, that one, no you don't. Okay, any action, no. All right, and just codes. So now I'm just gonna take a look at what I picked out, so keep your eyes closed. I'm gonna see what I picked out on cards, and I'm gonna see if I just send these to you now. Do I send these to them now? So that is actually in a few minutes. Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's go through and see for baseline. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? These are just books of codes. Okay, so 100 to 105 to 110 to 115 to 120 to 125 to 130, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 to become the whale. Ground and relax, and I get the hand up. Go ahead, please, and imagine that you have some cords around you, because I can see them on my aggregate body in front, which is all of you, and clear that out. 119, 124. So those codes I just gave you there, clear cords, and those numbers are highest numbers that I have. And so your cords just all fell away. I'd like you to walk out, please. So just start walking on your ruby. Let me take a look at you. If you have been doing a lot of work for people, helping people, you've got people relying on you, imagine you're just going to let them down off your back. Ask them to just walk away from you. I'm going to clear some energy around you, clear and clear. And then I'm going to say, go ahead and say, I call myself back, my power back. I called my power back, sorry. Call my power back. Number 41. Okay, all right. And at this moment, can you please say, I call myself into unity, body, mind, spirit, and emotions. Go ahead and open your eyes. Angela's here. Okay, so I would like to know how you feeling. I'm going to send out those codes that are on the cards I pulled, and then if you have a question, you can ask a question, because it's only been, hey, it's 4:20, look at that. Celebrate if you do in your own special way. I'm just having seltzer, clear seltzer. I have no fun these days. Actually, I'm having a lot of fun because I feel better. Always going to remember 2024. So I'm going to talk about these cards that I picked for all y'all. So the very first card I picked was number 83, Release Your Matrix. This is Lori's code. The card is called Release Your Matrix. And what it is it's overwhelm and people pleasing. Anybody? Can I have a hallelujah? I'm just going to throw these at you, Angela. Just take these in if you want, and then you can go back over it if you feel like it. So Jessica says, I'm feeling more grounded and clear. Awesome. So are you a people pleaser? Were you taught to put others' needs before your own? Overwhelm is a familiar feeling for you. This code helps to release in timing that program with the planet Mars, the healer, assisting the action. Planet Mars as a healer? What? Okay, I'm going to throw that at you. Take it in, please. For anybody that makes sense to. Hi, Jane. Okay, now next card was Tower of Bones. This is Admiral's code. If he sees it, hello, bro. This is do no harm. Okay? And it's Tower of Bones. Karma can be released, but the last to catch up is your physical body. Use this code to reset your physical alignment and release the body of pain. Saturn, Lord of Karma, your Akashic Records, and the Rainbow Ray assists. So that is, I'm having troubles today, that is Tower of Bones. And when I see that on people and I give them that code, the person picks their foot up and walks over skeletons. Yeah. And that's how that came to be. Now, some of these codes have people's names on it. Some of them are associated with divine beings of light. They're all associated with planets, because why the heck not? Because that's what helps us, right? They are gates. I'm always amazed at the things that come up to be released. Yes, absolutely. As I was crying yesterday, mine was, it's coming. Unworthiness was mine. I had to listen to a really beautiful movie. I watched the movie about yacht rock, of all things. And those songs back from the very early 70s to like 80s plus, that was the hardest time in my whole life. And I used to listen to that stuff and actually turn it off. It was so hard to listen to because it reminds you. And if you don't want to feel like you want to, throw up, just go turn it off, dude. Just like Mariah Carey, shut that crap off. And so yesterday I listened to the whole thing and I cried. I was like, oh my gosh, I love that music. Do you remember that time? I am free. No static at all. Okay, so the next card, because I just did a north, south, east, west pole, just because. Your next card is 68, support the endocrine system, settle and open. So hormones have been coming up a lot. This balance code points out that your hormones are ready to be acknowledged. Call in the 4 directions and release the feeling of unworthiness. So that's, to me, that looks like the little thing that, if you're going to London, you're going to get on the tube. That's what it reminds me of. If you guys haven't seen these codes before, my husband draws these, and the cards feel really nice. And when I laid them all out yesterday, I had a little tingle. They definitely make you feel stuff. Now your last card is called Take Back Your Power. Hi there, Nathan. Take Back Your Power, Support Autonomic Nervous System is actually the code's name, but it's in the Take Your Power. These codes are like 4 or 5 codes in a clump that does something. The clump is extremely active. If you've ever had a reading with me, we will get to a point in your reading that you need the whole run, and I'll just fling them all at you. And that's when you really just open those locks right up. So this one is in the group of Take Back Your Own Power. And it says your reaction to stress has been flight, fight, freeze, or fawn, or your own unique mix of these emotional reactions. This code easily supports the letting go of feelings and emotions as well as blocks in the higher emotional body. Expect to further release at the next moon. You are safe to rest and digest. So that is what it looks like. And if you've ever worked with me, I talk about curtains and colors and doors and all kinds of color stuff. That's just how my guides have taught me. And that is it. You're walking through those. You're walking through them. Okay. So I'm just going to sling these at you. I'll just do them. Then you can ask me a question if you feel like it. Okay. Number 83, number 103, number 68, number 42. Now I have a little device, a little energy device from Wizard Ozanon, Jeff Ozanon, that I use to sling. But you can simply pull a card, go boop in your heart, because that's where it goes anyway, right? All right. So I'm gonna look at the early cards until somebody asks me a question. But for all I know, you did on the other thing. So let me look. No, nobody has said anything. You guys are quiet today. Sometimes people ask questions after these are over, and that's usually where I'm resting and having blueberries. I don't know why I've been eating so many frozen organic blueberries, but yeah, it's been a thing. So when this thing is over, I'm not going back and answering questions, just to let you know that, because it's already 4:30 right now. It's time to stare at the wall. Okay, so now I'd love a card if you have time. Okay, for Jamie. Jamie, I'm going to go in the beginning, okay? I'm going to get right down to the heart of the matter. So this is 1 through 34. It's actually book 1. So if you guys are interested, this is book 1. It's the new book 1. It's the new book 1. It's the green one, Art of Your Energy, Celestial, what is it? Galactic and Celestial Light Codes for Healing and Empowerment. It's got a little B on it. It used to be that pink and purple book. It looked very angelic. This is Tom's work, and so everything needed to match, because I like to match. I like to match. And then this is the new book right here, Art of Your Energy, the God Sphere. It's the lemon yellow one, and that actually is the God Sphere, the whole thing. That's what you're in right now. You're sitting in that when you're doing this work. So for Jamie, we're just going to go to the very first book, and we're going to pull the cards 1 to 33. And I'm kind of a slow shuffler, because you guys know I'm just a quantum healer, psychic medium. I'm not necessarily an old hand at the tarot deck, or even the other kind of one, which name escapes me. This we just call an illuminator, because what it does is it will do divination like crazy. People ask me, what about the boo? So we'll go through all the columns and find the boo in there and figure him out. So it can do divination, but it's awesome on healing. Okay, so for Jamie, we're going to take a look. So just to for shits and giggles, we're going to go this way. We're just going to lay them out. There's only 33 of book 1. 111 altogether. And I'm just going to douse, because it's easy to find out. Okay, so for you, Jamie, your energy is pretty open. I don't know how long you've been here. Where was Jamie this morning? You had a little bit of thinky going on this morning. So the card I pulled for you, Jamie, is Release the Heart. Taught in the class this week that we started out in 2024, opening the heart. We worked on it all year. Open the heart, open the heart. We had a million ways to do it. And what are we doing as we go through the end of December? By golly, we're going to open the heart. That is what that Christ light comes in that time. Okay. and your heart your heart just opens up like the Grinch. So not you personally, you don't have a Grinch heart, but what it actually is if you have had trauma, anybody out there, your heart gets a little sticky there. Okay. And so what this is it's release anxiety. The heart and hands open and the thinking mind relaxes its concentration on the future. Ground into new earth and feel its support in just this moment. So grounding into the new earth, we go out there, we jump on the ruby. Underneath the ruby is the smoky quartz. We ground on down into new earth. At the middle is all that juicy blue um, sapphire. You want to just ground, ground, ground. You're going to notice the trees are super active right now. Other people have been talking about that. I was happy to hear that because the trees have been really, really, really active to me. Does that make sense, Jamie? She says, oh, I love it. So I'm going to look at Corey really quick. I don't know how many people I'll be able to take a look at. Hold on just a tick. I was really cold and now the energy. So as soon as you start playing around with the cards or the codes or of course any kind of energy work, you start getting hot. It's that quantum energy. So let's just pull something for you are welcome, dear. Okay, and so what I think I'll do, you know what I'll do? Instead of doing that, I need to put that over there. So I'm working on the class. Okay, I am gonna just douse because I'm way quick at that, and then I can help more people. So for Corey, let's find out for Corey. Is Corey 1, 2, 3, 4, 100 to 105 to 110, 105, 106, 107. So Corey, close your eyes briefly. Think about that blue light under your feet. I'm gonna give you 107 breakthrough expansion. Now I'd like you just to imagine that your hands are just hanging there at your sides. You want to see if you can feel that ninth dimensional energy that's coming in, ninth dimensional energy. And the beings of light are going to surround you walking. That looks like that is anti-clockwise. So go ahead and just feel those beings going around. That sun is coming in. You actually got one more after that. Is it 1? Is it 2? So for Corey, is it 34 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50? 45, 46, kaleidoscope mind. So kaleidoscope mind just means you're thinking all over the place. It's like looking through a kaleidoscope. So every little bit you're going to be thinking of something else. I can always tell when people are doing that because you're just not there with me, because you're just excited about what's going on in your mind. And you might not really be excited. It might be too much, too heavy. So please let go of a big garbage bag full of rocks. Beautiful rocks. You get to keep them all, but let him go right now. Let him go. He's my rock buddy. So let him go, let him go, let him go. I'm going to clear something. Boop, 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 boop. And clear that. Send that on back to source with peace and ease, because I said so, his free will. Okay, go ahead and say, I call myself back. Body, mind, spirit, and emotions. Okay, so Corey, can you tell me how you feel now? Your energy is a lot faster. I'm going to release everybody and Corey now. So I release everybody I've looked at. I release the group of folks that have come with my thanks. I release you back to source. See all kinds of beings of light taking you through the hedge in my backyard is how I see it. Okay, so Becca is up next. Okay, so Becca says, I love a card for releasing the condo I have for sale, finding the perfect buyer in December. Okay, so Holy Ones, we're just talking about that. So who's going to help me on that? Okay, Becca, you might be holding on to something. Okay, so close your eyes, Becca. I'm going to send you a code, and I'm not going to tell you what it is till we get done. I'm going to send you number 12 for Becca. I'm going to release what's around you back to source. My command, her free will. Okay, cool. You let that go. You absolutely let it go. Okay, so Holy Ones, I'd like to ask, please, for Becca, who's going to come in to help me? And is this a possibility that she is going to sell that condo? I've always felt like you were going to sell. Is she going to sell during the time of December? Let's get a card on it, or code on it. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? 69 to 75, 75 to 80, 80 to 85, 85 to 90, 90 to 95, 90, 91, the tower of the mind. So whenever you get the tower of the mind, it means you're overthinking it, okay? So no thinking it, letting it go is the way to go. So call in the blue beings of light, call in, I was working with Archangel Metatron there. So you just want to get one of the biggies or the big systems to help you move that out, moving it out, moving it out. I'm just watching. I'm going to send in some energy, personal stuff right now. Boopity boop. Okay, so Becca, could you say, I call myself back, body, mind, spirit, and emotions, and could you tell me how you feel? Because then I'll tell you what you released. Okay, all right, and so I'm going to look at Laura, whom I cannot remember if I actually know you, Laura. I know a lot of Lauras, so good to see you. You might be a Sology person. Okay, so Laura, I don't know if you were able to sit through this whole thing, but you are thinking about something and holding on to it. So I'm going to release Becca right now. And then I'm going to ask, Laura, please take your hand, loosen it on up and let that red cord go. I'm going to let that red cord pass right through you. Let it go out of your left hand and just let it go. And you're not letting it go. Okay, so please I ask for somebody who's going to come in and help her. Okay, I'm going to get some angels. Thank you, angels. Thank you for coming. Okay, now I'm going to look at why you're not releasing that. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? 69 to 75, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73. I already know it's 75. It's thinking in a way that's not helping you. It's mental malware, number 75. So when you've got mental malware as a need, that just means you are really holding on to something and you feel like you're doing the right thing. I'd like you just to play around with the idea of, I am just going to let that go, whatever that might be. Okay? Just let it go. So as I watch you walk up the road, you are hanging out close to the middle, which is really super good, but you're holding on to the middle. It's again a control thing. So I'm just going to clear you with control. Control release 18. Number 19, roadblock. Number 20, thought form. Number 21, collective. Number 22, struggle with others. Number 23, move on. Okay. Now you're turning around. So see if you can feel that round, 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 round as they clear you off. And back, 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 back as you flip over, which you went through a timeline upgrade. Yeah, baby. Okay. So I am actually going to release you. I don't want to do more than that because that was a ton. So I released Laura, her guides and mine. So Laura, please tell me how you feel. Corey says, I feel much better. Light and floating. Good, 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 good. Everybody drink a bunch of water. Okay, so Tanya. So Tanya, I don't know if you were here through the whole thing. I'm just going to catch up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Tanya, just close your eyes for a second. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? 100 to 05 to 10 to 15, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so 113 is rise past the insurmountable. So something might feel like you can't get up and over. I'm going to do 19, control release. Oh, yeah. You met me at the Divine Dragonfly. I remember. Okay, bless you. Bless you. I'm glad you feel better. Okay. All right, very good. Now let me see what you're doing now. Because everybody knows, you know, we have a good day, we crash and burn, we come back, eventually we sort it out. Okay? In between that, if you're coming up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, I can guarantee that you're trying to control some stuff. So you can let me know if that is something that you do that comes out of trauma, as we know, having difficulty. Okay, is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? Just go ahead and stay with your eyes closed. So 100 to 05 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 25. Is it 20? Okay, now really feel this one, dear. Feel yourself come back in your body. Snuggie on in. I'm going to release what's around you right now back to source because I said so. For cleaning, healing, and loving by your free will. Okay, so go ahead and tell me how you feel if you would, where'd you go? Okay, tell me how you feel. Open your eyes after saying, I call myself back. Body, mind, spirit, and emotions. Is there actually anything else? I just want to make sure. Anything else for her? No. Okay, so Becca, the release that you had, that was number 12 that I sent you. That was about grief. You may have had something that you were feeling bad about. And I tell you, right now, around holidays, and you know, there's, I can't remember how many holidays in December and January, there's a ton of them. People have grief because they're missing their people, or you're right in the middle of, a lot of hubbub, people not feeling well, etc., etc. Okay, I'm going to go up a little bit. I'm hoping not to lose all of you guys. Bless ya. Tanya says, thank you. Yep, heavy stuff. Mold situation. I feel lighter. Mold. Did you read on Derek Condit's page? He asked for people to talk about mold and what happens when you do certain things to clear mold. Wow, was that a lot of information? You might just let me for 1 second to see if I can assist you on mold. If that's what you want, I can do my little gig on mold. I cleared my mold. So, could I assist her on mold? Yeah. Okay. So the best thing about mold is you kind of have to not get stirred up about having mold. Now mold, I'll go out and say, it causes all kinds of problems. And so, as we know, sometimes we're eating it. Sometimes it's in our area, where we live. Do you have a link to Derek Condit? I'll have to send it to you. But if you look him up, DerekCondit, he might have been posting on his Mystical Wares, WARES page. I'm not sure. He's a wealth of imagination, but a wealth of information and imagination. He's going to be here in either January or February. Oh, he's going to be here on the 7th of January, and he's going to talk about all kinds of stuff. That guy is he's just amazing. And so I'm going to see if I can do a little bit of work on some mold. Looks like Diana's coming in there. I don't want to miss. There was somebody else who wanted up there. Karen. I'm just going to write your name down, Karen. All right, so let's just take a look at mold for a second. So you kind of want to get unstirred up about mold. Unstirred up. Okay? All right, so I'm calling in the elementals and anybody who can help me with mold. I'm going to bring in the blue light, and I'm going to ask Diana, to step into the blue light, please. Tanya, could you step into the blue light, please? My blue light beings, asking please for mold relief for these guys. So working on the central column. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? 69 to 75. Mental malware, 75. I find that when you have mold is difficult to find and cure and clean and clear. It's really hard, okay? You want to think about it being really easy, okay? I'm going to find it. I'm going to clear it. I'm going to clear it from myself. I'm going to bring in the blue light on it. I'm going to now bring in the bright purple, almost violet light of Saint Germain. I'm going to bring that in. And I'm going to find out which code here. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? 69 to 75, 75 to 80, 80 to 85, 85 to 90. It's 85. It's called patience and discipline. So I had to quit drinking the coffee I was drinking. There was mold in it. Coffee is it has mold in it. Curled around a little bean. You just need to get the kind of coffee that doesn't have mold in it. Then I got the correct thing that clears it out of this room. Then I made sure that what was outside of my house and inside of my house was clean and clear. Okay. And then I said to my guides, everybody got to help me because mold does make you feel woo in your head. It just does for me. So I kind of found all of it and I'm somewhat better. I'd say 75, 80% better. Okay. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? Of the mold situation. 100 to 105. 100, 101, 102, 103. Tower of Bones karma. Staying in the blue and violet light. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? So for 4 is 100 to 105 to 110 to 115 to 120 to 125. Number 120, dimensional travel, and I get a hand up. So remember, the mental and emotional has to be cleared out in regards to mold, and then mold remittance around you. Always clearing how you feel about it, and then talking to the elementals and asking them to come on in and clear. I used to work with this group. They'd call themselves the cleaners. You can try the cleaners if you want. Elementals. All right, so everybody there, if you would, those two beautiful ladies, call yourself back: body, mind, spirit, and emotions. Okay, so I am going to take a look. So I'm actually done now. I'm going to look at the last 3 people, but I'm not going to take any more. Okay, so the last 3 people I have, next person is Karen. So I'm going to clear Diana, Tanya. Release them. Thank you. Ground again. Okay, so I'm going to look at Karen. Karen, I think we can assist your energy just a little bit. Let me see if I can't go back and see what you said. If I can go back and see what you said. What did you say? I would love a card. That's easy. Okay, so I'm just going to do it with the codes instead of with the cards because I'm quicker. Okay, is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? I think my hands are remembering being a florist. I just want them to know you never have to be a florist again. That's probably why they hurt. Okay, 100 to 105 to 110 to 115 to 120 to 125. 120, 121, 122. Okay, so Karen, as your eyes are closed, please, thinking about grounding, I'm going to give you a code that's pretty powerful, so please feel this. 122, the trap. Let your hand release, both right and left. Control release. Clearing your throat. Send that back to source, peace and ease. I said so, her free will. Okay, Archangel Michael is coming in for you. You've got some stuff around you down by your knees and legs. Your energy just feels not that solid. So I'm going to clear that, but I'm going to turn that over to Archangel Michael rather than dealing with that myself. Okay, so you have the lions, the Lyrans, Jesus Christ coming in. We're just going to clear your field. Let me look at you now. Okay, so you're way better. Don't open your eyes quite yet. Does she need another code? Yeah, you do. So 1, 2. Okay. 2. So 34 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50. It's 45. I am the sun. That's a code that stays with you for 5 hours at least. I am the sun, so just let that help you over the next 5 hours. Drink a boatload of water. Go ahead and say, I call myself back, body, mind, spirit, and emotion. Thank you very much. Okay. Hi, Sarah. I was just thinking about you the other day. I'm giving you a big love. Oh, I know there's another couple people, but I'm having trouble making this work. I do not dare click this. I need a nap. She says, absolutely. There was, it's Victoria. It's Victoria. Okay, so I clear my last person, and Carrie too. So Victoria and Carrie. Let's go ahead and clear Karen. I'm going to bring in Carrie first. Love a card if you have time. It's going to be a code. Same thing, but different. Okay, so is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? 100 to 105. 100, 101. Okay, 101 is a matter of star and stone. You're just flipping backwards. See if you can pick up that energy feeling. That helped a ton. Okay, I'm going to clear what's around your feet with the help of Archangel Michael. I don't know if you've ever had any problem on your right, behind your ribs, right side upper, clear. And sending that away. Back to source. We thank you, but we send you back to get better. I said so. Her free will. Okay, I'd love you to tell me how you feel, Carrie. If you would, please let go with your right hand and say, I call myself back, body, mind, spirit, and emotions. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, I hope you felt that flipping backwards. Okay, my very, very, very last person is Victoria, who was saying she has the flu. You're also thinking an awful lot, Victoria. So remember, when you have the flu, right, and you have the fever, you want to just burn up whatever is coming up to release, right? And instead you're holding on somehow. So relax your right and left hand. Close your eyes, boop, 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 boop. Take that big garbage bag full of stuff and lay it down on the crystal. Now ground into earth. I'm helping you guys whenever I tell you to do something. You're on the spot, so I always help. Just let it go. Let me clear that back to source. Back to source, get better. I said so, her free will. Okay, now, and you guys, you can command that yourself. You feel crappy, something's on you, I command that right back. It's your free will. Just do it. It's nothing special about me. That helps a lot. So remember, you got to get your mind off whatever you're thinking about when you are ill. You just want to go, I got this, body. Just hold on to it and say, body, I love you. I know that you're releasing something. Just going to burn it right off. Let's just do that. Okay? And you're going to have a release and a clear. Go ahead and say, I call my power back. Number 41. And I get the hand up. I'm going to stop right there. Okay, I release her. Very good. So Victoria, your eyes weren't closed because you're typing. So go ahead. If you feel weird, maybe I didn't say it, but I usually do. So what I'd like you to say is close your eyes for just 1 second. Say, I call myself back, body, mind, spirit, and emotions. And I hope you can open your eyes now. I hope you're drinking a bunch of water. Okay, you guys, I had a whole lot of fun. There's Marianne, nice to see you. I had a lot of fun with you today. I've been on now for a little while, and so I'm just going to let you go. And much love to you. I'm hoping that I see you again on my next live, which may or may not be once or twice a week or once or twice a month. I mean, who the heck knows? I don't. Come to visit me in class if you want to. Always Sunday, always 5 and 8, 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. Bless you all. Good night. Goodbye. Thank you.